All right, y'all, we back. Now we're gonna fiend it up. Let's fucking go. Previously on Kimba TV. Now at this point, that is a valid swing fail, and not only did we rotate basically back down to like value area lows, but we lost it, and we're on the verge of doing a bearish retest potentially. Yeah, so I mean, I think you guys are in good shape. Just make sure that you have levels identified. There really is no right or wrong. All right, let's do it, y'all. Y'all ready? All right, let's see how much moolah we got, baby. Where we at? Where are we at with everything? All righty. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? You don't have to rewind for the 15-second alpha TA. All you need to do is rewatch the VOD at the end. Everybody ready to go today? Jeb Exotic, if you got a quick minute to explain how to use options data, it'll take at least a quick half a year. Do you trade options, Jeb? If you trade options, then this will make sense. If you don't know how to trade options, it won't make sense. Do you know the different strategies that you can have for options? Do you know what each of these are? It would be like asking me, hey, how do you do an alley-oop if you don't even know how to play basketball? So the first thing, do you know what each of these strategies mean and what they do? How these bets will impact? Is it just big interest equals big level? No, no. We'll go over blue gammas at some point on a nerd out weekend, but what I want you to do is maybe start playing around and trading some options, Jeb. If you know how to play options, that's the first way to get nasty. Alrighty, and then like basically what you're looking at is the collection of this. Even if this fell like this, you would use that as confluence, as edge for a potential long. Alrighty, make sure you have volume identified. These zones. And then that's what you would kind of want to see for the fib. See it? Okay. So how many people are like hella bearish? How many people are going to take that short there? How many people are going to thinking about shorting there? How many people are saying, yo, wait a minute, Kimba. The math is the math. Doesn't it depend on the data? Yes. This is if you're going to do a short, your invalidation is here. Because guess what? If bulls get up there, bears are fucked. Oh, bears are fucked. If bulls get up there, bears are fucked. Okay, so if you want to short, the invalidation is clear. What really, I don't know how many of y'all were here for the 15-second alpha, but this is really weird. Because I actually was like, okay, S&P could clean all these. That's why we had that box down there. So S&P cleaned all the bad lows. Bitcoin did not. I don't know what to think about that. It's a little bizarre. That's what we wanted. S&P did it. Cleaned all, get nasty. Fuck it, whatever. Kind of makes me feel like, maybe I should add to my short. Manipulation. Hey, anyways, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all Gucci Magooch. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all looking at the same shit, okay? Leave it for later. Yeah, so if you missed the 15-second alpha TA, I gave weekend plans. Okay, there is a chance that we just do this, we go and grab that, and then on Monday, this is Monday, could be Monday, and then we go. Okay, but the levels are pretty straightforward. The fact that it actually started pivoting on this line that we had means that the higher low might be in. So the bears need to make sure that a higher high does not get created. It will shift sentiment even before a weekend. All right, so the good news is if you missed the 15-second alpha TA that we did, I did it at the end of yesterday's VOD. So you do not need to work, or you don't need to wait for the rewind to kick in for this stream. You can watch the end, like the last 20 minutes of the VOD of the previous nights, okay? Because I said the 15-second TA before I did the restart. Superman Crypto says, what do you think of the 0.5 sweep, that little hoe wick? Guess what, Superman Crypto, do you remember when we talked about that yesterday? Did you know that we have already talked about this? You remember that? We actually already talked about this yesterday. So yeah, it's all about the data. Do longs get squeezed? Do shorts get squeezed? Do you remember? So what would you think, for example, I don't mean longs get squeezed, but what if longers TP here? I don't think that would be bearish. Okay. You better see some big ass shorts getting squeezed. Basically, all of these guys should get reset. We'll see. Sophia says all the rich people in the USA putting money in S&P to save the country. It's funny because there's a little bit of truth in that. Yeah, it's hard to bet against the S&P right now. All the higher time frame stuff tells you short S&P. As long as you're like selling on spot, thinking like that is fine, but when you're trading derivatives, it's more like stop loss hunts, liquidity grabs. Anyways, that being said, you better keep your head on a swivel, y'all, because this could be a short, right? See, stop the music for a second. See, if you let that mess you up and you miss out on the short on the 7.5, that's shame on you, right? Right? But this is math though, is it not, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Okay. Hey, if I get a pixel perfect 7.5 short and you miss it, that's shame on you, right? If you take it but I don't, that's shame on you, right? I mean, he's definitely not juicing. God bless him. But remember when I said that if he hasn't closed here, that's the next area. And how funny would it, stop the music. How funny would it be, pull the fib from here to here? What is that? So how funny would that be that's what I'm saying. Imagine if the $14 million dude gets liquidated or stopped out right there, but I'm going to short from there. So let's see. Let's see. But if this goes up and he still has not closed, open interest is not really indicating that there's a short to be had. And that's just one variable. Everybody good? I don't know what the reaction is going to be like, because there's a lot of people that I feel like there's going to put blind limits here. I feel like this is one of those like, bitch, let people get out even. So you're going to have to wait and see the reaction, I think. I don't know. Putting blind limits is really a great idea. Here's the best part. Ophi says, I'm going to TP 50% at 7.5. That's awesome. Real quick, one more pause. I promise it's the last time. Hey, at the end of the day, though, Ophi, everybody here has had, what, 4 or 5 hours to plan for this bitch? Jed says, how can we predict this type of rejection? Start with yesterday. Stop the music. Start with yesterday because we were talking about the golden pocket rejection yesterday. This talk started yesterday. Some of the harmonics are going to come into play because it bounced off of here instead of this TPO or this level. Okay. Last but not least, what do we always say? CME and Coinbase are the levels that you really have to do this on. So even though people might be like, oh, it front ran the 618. No, it didn't. It pixel perfected the golden pocket. It pixel perfected Coinbase. So just because Binance or another, exchange didn't do it doesn't mean that it didn't. The ones that mattered, it did. CME, pixel perfect, golden pocket. Okay? So whether you got it in or not, that really doesn't matter. What's the next thing that we talked about? All right, let's get nasty, y'all. It's all in there in the rewind and the highlights, so. All right, but Coinbase, CME. Those are the ones that matter. All right, Boo Gamma. The peak is at 56.20. That means that it's going to try to close away from 56.20. So the closer that it's like a sun. Closer that you get, you're going to get slingshotted. But it's going to try to close away. What a week, right? You guys excited about next week? There's going to be plenty of trades to juice on next week, y'all. Especially the shit that we talked about this morning. Would not surprise me if that alpha shit takes until Monday to play out. Remember what we said? Weekend. Monday. We'll see. So far, so good. Let's go. And I hope a lot of people are understanding that there's always another trade. You know what I mean? Hey, Blade, let's do it. I'm excited for Monday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be dipping out on Monday to Hawaii, but I will poke my head in before my flight. So I'm going to end the stream right around when markets are opening, but I'll kick it with you guys for like an hour, hour and a half before. So aside from that, I really do think that we're fully prepared from now until Monday. We have the levels to the upside, downside, generally what we're anticipating. Obviously, maybe the next 10 minutes or the last, the hour after markets close might be important, but not really. Not really. So it looks like we're not going to get stopped out on the short. So interesting. It's going to be Monday then. I'll see you guys bright and early Monday. I might poke in for like a short weekend stream, but I doubt it. All right. Hey, Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use stop loss. Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use stop loss. Hey, he's going to smack the shit out of you. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, Bears, we're all Lions. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace, everybody.